Okay, here are some things you should be doing to get a literary agent. So the first step is having a completed manuscript. You need to have the whole thing written before you even send it out. Two, you need to have a marketable manuscript. That means you need to read other books in your genre and see what makes them work. This also helps with finding comp titles, which you're also going to need. Third thing is you need a polished manuscript. That means you need to actually spend time editing your manuscript and letting other people read it to give you feedback so you can see what's working and what's not working. You can send it to beta readers, you can send it to people, in like a workshop you're in or a program you're in, or even friends and family. You're also going to need a query letter, which is essentially a book pitch. You can look up examples of what that looks like online, and I also personally used PubTips, which is a subreddit, and I sent in my query letter to get feedback, which ended up being super helpful. When I sent out my query letter a year ago, I heard back from a lot of agents really quickly, and my current agent told me that, she thought I had a really strong book pitch, and that is what essentially drew her to the project initially. Lastly, you're going to want to do your research. Even before I started querying, I was on Publishers Marketplace every single day, looking up book deals with premises that were similar to the book I was working on. On Publishers Marketplace, you can see what agents worked on what deals. And I'm not gonna lie, I paid a lot of attention to the deals that were big and splashy. Everybody wants the best deal that they can get, and I wanted to know who the agents were who were making those big deals. Once you have a list of agents, you can look them up on Manuscript Wishlist and see what type of books they're looking for and if they're currently accepting submissions. You can also use Query Tracker to see which agents respond the quickest. That's especially important because if you get an agent to request your manuscript quickly, read it quickly, and offer quickly, then you could nudge everybody else who has your manuscript and they can get back to you more quickly as well. And that essentially keeps you from, sending out your query and waiting months or even years to hear anything back from anyone. Yeah, that's basically what I did, and I ended up getting an offer from an agent within 1 week of sending out my first query.